When is faith less about mind control and more about your empowerment? As a Christian, we were taught faith is about believing in something you were told or taught so strongly that it's beyond being questioned. In fact, if you question it, your legitimacy as a true believer was suspect. It's a kind of circular logic that you can't escape if you don't think for yourself. It's no more than mind control. It wasn't until going through some very difficult times in my life that I truly learned and understood what faith is. I later learned that it was truly a science behind the Kemetic spiritual teachings. There are esoteric remnants of the ancient Kemetic teachings when you know the hidden language in the Bible. In the scriptures, Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1, it's stating a very powerful esoteric or secret function of faith. It gives a definition of faith, which states, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." If you hold on to the Christian idea of faith, this scripture amounts to nothing more than mind control for the mental indoctrination and dogma of religion. But let's consider the spiritual science behind the scripture. Another way to state this idea is that faith is when we expect something to occur, though it hasn't happened yet. As the scripture says, it's confidence in the unseen. Think about that. We all have faith on some level in events and experiences that occur in our lives. For example, we have bills that we know are coming due, but we might be short on money. We may have went on a job interview and have to wait on the answer from the employer. We have expectations or faith of what might occur before the due date of the bill or before we get the answer on the interview. All faith truly is the confidence or expectation that what has not occurred will occur. It's that simple. But consider this. When you're fearful, you have more faith in the possibility of something negative occurring than the positive. In other words, you have a negative expectation and therefore more faith that what you don't want will happen. Why is that? Why do we live in fear about so many things in our lives when the truth is that if it hasn't occurred yet, then the positive can happen just as easily as the negative? It's because we've been programmed and trained to live in fear. But why is that? Because when you live through fear, you're easily controlled and manipulated mentally. Fear makes you engage your primal brain. You don't think, you react. You run and engage the natural fight or flight response. You move where the programmers, like TV, and the trainers, like the pastors and clergy, want you to move. It's a calculated tactical mental strike. It's psychological warfare that most of us are not trained in. But how do you combat this? There needs to be a rewiring of the mind. You can learn the skill of applying faith that will aid you in your life to create what you desire. Our African ancestors knew this. There are other scriptures that will give you direction on how to skillfully use your faith. I call it a skill because you can learn how to apply it to manifest and create your life. Because it's a skill, you can get better at it. That's because it's based in Kemetic science. It should never have been used as a control mechanism to turn off our critical reasoning as Christianity taught it. It's a real step-by-step process to help you create the life you desire. True Kemetic spirituality is learning skills that aid you in accessing your inner wisdom to empower you. When you apply the Kemetic science of faith, it's no more about mind control. It's about empowering yourself as a god or goddess to create the life you desire. Where does your faith lie? Is it more grounded in negative possibilities? If so, the programming is working. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for future updates. Like and share this with anyone that may be uplifted by it.